Hello there, fellow space captains. It's Connor, and welcome back to another Dreadnought ship overview. Right, so today we're going to be looking at the heavily modified Smay Dreadnought, which is the Morning Star, another hero ship. And oh my, this ship is definitely not my playstyle. Although I do like the Smay class, I really do. In fact, where is she? I have my own, which is the Queen Bee. Here she is, which is specialized at long range. You can see nuclear missiles, vulture missile, or nuclear missile, vulture missiles, heavy autoguns, damage amplifier, which is my favorite ability on this thing, and Dreadnought so far. The Morningstar is more specialized at close quarters combat. And first off, we'll get through the abilities, then you'll start to see a trend for the modules here and even one of the weapons, the secondary weapon armament, which is the heavy flak turrets that make it specialised in close quarters. So, first off, we have the basic heavy plasma cannons, which you already get in the Smay. Their range is pretty good, their damage is pretty good as well, but their fire rate is quite slow, so that's one thing to consider. Now, the reason... words. Hard. Right, the reason I like the damage amplifier is because it actually sped up your rate of fire, and it could allow you to take things down incredibly quickly. But instead of having damage amplifier here at the fourth module slot, we have warp jump. So yeah, the reload time is pretty long considering the reload rate of some of the other ships in the game. The clip size is 30, which isn't too bad actually. It has quite a large clip, but you do find yourself taking ages to reload, and in that time your prey could slip away from you. Next, we have the heavy flak turrets, which are, well, really close quarters weaponry. They have a crap range, terrible damage, but the rate of fire is awesome. And it's that rate of fire that's going to allow you to tear through enemy ships' hulls like crazy. So, it also has a clip size of 30, so that's something to consider. The reload isn't that bad, actually. So, yeah, I would definitely switch over to these things in close quarters combat. But when I say that, I haven't really seen much of a difference between the amount of damage flak does compared to the amount of damage just your main battery does in any ship, whether it be destroyers, snipers, or even dreadnoughts, as you can see here. So honestly, I just switch over to heavy flak because it's there for a reason. So I'm expecting the devs to know what they're doing, so I trust them. But yeah, I believe they're there for a reason. The reason this thing has heavy flak is because of its playstyle, which I believe is close quarters. And you'll start to see why I believe it's close quarters now. Not really difficult to see. So first off, we have the scattergun broadside, which is kind of like the plasma broadside, only there are a lot more guns and a lot more shots being fired. As you can see here, 5 in 2 rows, and on the rear, 5 in 2 rows, and the exact same on the other side. So we have about 20 guns on either side. In fact, exactly 20 guns on either side of this thing. So these things do less damage per hit. It's kind of like a shotgun, and it's more like a repeating automatic shotgun in the fact that it has a really short cooldown, 5 seconds, and the range is 900. So the range isn't great, but as I said, it's a shotgun which isn't meant to be used at range to begin with. Next, we have the flechette missiles. Now these things boast high range in the description above. You can read it now if you want. Just pause the video. But yeah, 2400 is not that long a range. I've seen missiles in the game with longer range than that. Can't name them off the top of my head. Wasp missiles or something. I've gone find them, but you know what? Actually, let's try and do it. I think it's on the destroyer. Yes, my destroyer's called Friendship, by the way. Missiles. There we go. Tempest missiles have a 7,000 meter range, which is way more than doubled the flechette. So there we go. First ones I found. So they don't really have that high range, but then again, close quarters combat, it doesn't really matter in the grand scheme of things. And these things are going to do a bit of damage if they do land. Again, the enemy the enemy tends to have a shield up a lot of the time, so it would be nice to use your heavy plasma or whatever to get their shields down, then unleash the broadside or whatever else on them. and hammer them down really quickly. Next, we have the tractor beam. The tractor beam is exactly what you'd expect a tractor beam to be, kind of like an anchor. It's for enemies. You can only have one target. The range is 5,000 meters, so it does have quite a decent range on it. It lasts for 15 seconds, and the cooldown is 45 seconds. And I forgot to mention the cooldown on the missiles is 35 seconds. But yeah, the cooldown on the tractor beam is 45 seconds. I've had a bit of a problem with these things so far. The tractor beams on a couple of ships, mainly this one on the I'll keep forgetting the name of it. The other Invictus, that's it. Mainly that whenever I activate this thing, a lot of the time it doesn't even seem to bring them in. It seems to be quite temperamental, but anyway. Lastly, on the modules tab, we have the warp jump, which you probably know about anyway if you are playing Dreadnought. You just jump to an allied or enemy position, and the max range is 5,000 meters. Now, you can't actually just jump to 5,000 meters in front of you, which this doesn't say. So even if you haven't got somebody targeted, you still can't jump in a direction the ship is facing. It takes 5 seconds for the ship to initiate a jump. It says that's what the charge up means. And the cooldown takes 30 seconds. So, I mean, the cooldown's not too bad actually, considering what this thing does, the jump. And as long as you stay alive, well, you'll be able to jump multiple times within one ship's lifetime, whatever you want to call it. So with these abilities, you can actually see what I mean about this thing being mostly about close quarters fighting, and the fact that, well, you need to be close to use this. These haven't got that greater range either. This tractor beam is all about bringing the enemy closer to you, and the warp jump's all about getting you closer to the enemy. So now we'll move on to the officer briefings. Retaliator. This is an active perk. It takes an activation, and the activation is shield taking damage, so that's your shield. And the effect when active is reduces module cooldown, so that's pretty nice. I mean, reducing this module cooldown is a bit overpowered. I'm not sure if it works for the Scattergun broadside, but if it does, awesome. Next, we have Survival Instinct, which it's an active perk again, and its active condition is whenever you're under 50% health. So yeah. And what the effect does when active is reduces your reload time by 50%, which is pretty damn nice, considering the heavy plasma cannon does take quite a long time to reload, which is annoying. Next, we have Slow and Steady. Now, this is a passive. It just works all the time, as long as you have this selected as your officer briefing, which you have to because you can't change any of these, which I should have noted at the start. Hero ships cannot have their loadout or their appearance changed. They're stuck like this. So, this passive, what it gives you is plus 10% damage resistance, but minus 10% movement speed. So you're slowed down by 10%, but you get your damage reduction increased by 10%, which is nice. It's a nice trade-off, seeing how this thing will be used majorly in close quarters. And lastly, we have the Adrenaline Shot, which is an active type of perk. And the activation trigger is be healed or heal another. Well, you're not really going to be healing anything else in this thing. So whenever you're healed, you will gain energy, which is nice. Power to shields, power to weapons, whatever you want power to. So it's not really that difficult a ship to understand, but I am horrible in it. I'm just not that good at close quarters. I tend to be able to kill something, but then I die. Kind of like a suicide ship, if anything else. Alright, so let's get ourselves into a game. That's what I'm most excited about anyway. See if I can actually pull off a decent game in this thing. I really don't like Bexley talks way too much. I think we've already found a game. That was quick. So I have to try and not to forget to change to this ship whenever we actually get into the lobby. I forgot last time and went with my custom SME class Dreadnought. So why is it taking so long? It's taking near 20 seconds just to load up. So in case you don't know, whenever it goes grayed out like this, whenever the orange becomes a lot darker, it means that, well, you found the game. Game has been found, but as we can see here, there we go. Awesome dry dock. My favourite map. I do wish there were a few more space maps in the game. It does feel weird, these massive ships for battle floating about whenever they are such massive ships. Right, so this is my custom SME called the Queen Bee. So let's switch out. Hero ships. Morningstar. There she is. Here she comes. Oh, is she not gorgeous? She really, really is. So there's the namesake on the front there. Morningstar, which is Lucifer. Purified redemption by fire. So, yeah, it's the Devil's ship. Or, well, the Devil's namesake anyway. Lucifer. It's a pretty cool name for a ship, the Morningstar. So cool. So we're just waiting on Mr. Paranoid. But anyway, on our team we have Maverick 1150, Mr. Paranoid, Commodore Duke, and Urza TBG. On the enemy team we have Yom 3, Burgundy, Psycho 666, Tush, and Wood. So there we go. Well, let's get this thing moving. Oh, 2 snipers? That's a weird bloody team comp. That is a really strange team comp. Let's just move ourselves out here. Now, though some of the loadouts for the hero ships are quite nice, I tend to not go with them. More so because I'm, oh, hello. Tractor beaming this guy in. The shot's locked on. Come on. There we go, first kill. More because that sniper was stupid and I don't know what he was doing just sitting there than me actually pulling off a strategic maneuver that was incredibly intelligent. That guy just derped himself to death. Well, I derped him to death, but he set himself up for it. Up for the derping. So let's move forward again with our power almost full. And let's see what we can't find. Cooldown for the tractor beams in about 15 seconds or so. Now what's that? It's another Dreadnought, looks like. Yep, that's another Morningstar. At least I think it is. It just could be a Smay. No, it's a Morningstar, okay. Dude, are you really that fucking in love with the idea of dying? Tractor this guy in as well. Alright, here come enemy missiles. Power to shields. No damage taken, it seems. Minimal damage, if anything. Now, with 2 snipers, we're really not going to be able to advance. So let's ask nicely. Alright, so what is he doing? Dude, what are you doing? Do you even know how to play a Corvette? Outflank, outmaneuver, outkill the enemy. That's how you play a Corvette. Oh dear, taking quite a lot of fire. And that's another Morningstar. Not sure I want to be even anywhere near it. And that's a little Kataro class tactical cruiser, I believe. Yeah, he can't really take the damage. There's another tactical cruiser. Well, those guys are all about the heals. That's something I've noticed a lot in this game recently, and I really don't like it, is that people tend to be going more with healers than any other class of ship. So if you get 2 healers, you're more or less guaranteed to win. Unless the enemy team know what they're doing and know how to counter it, which is with Corvettes, funnily enough. Reload here. This could be a long game. I mean, we're winning by 3 kills. But still, winning by 4 kills. That enemy sniper is absolutely idiotic.
Target locked. All ships, enemy contact at this location. Shield activated.
Now that little Aeon class is annoying me because I hate healers. They make no sense in these types of games. Another kill. Oh, that was a nuke. Didn't do any damage really. Did a little bit, but not that much to actually worry about. So let's jump in beside him here and see if we can use that scatter gun on him. Where is he? There he is there. Come on. Scattergun, please. There we go. At least we got a kill. There we go, using heavy flak. Although we're taking heavy damage. Yeah, it was a stupid move anyway. Sniper finished us off by the looks of things. It's a very bad game to actually demonstrate how this thing works. Nobody's willing to move past this installation here. But both got our own little sides of it, and nobody's willing to actually move past it. Well, there's a destroyer. Let's see about him, huh? Well, that sniper's back. Oh, god damn you snipers. Right, let's jump to him. See if we can't do some damage. Really want to demonstrate the scattergun. It's pretty much just like a massive flak thing. It's really all it looks like. So, there we go. See that there? And it'll cool down 4 seconds again. So, it does do quite a bit of damage. It does add up. Where's he getting closer? Does he have a death wish? Come on, reload. I don't even need to reload. So I'm dead. Those missiles won't do much. Yeah, the shots aren't really that big a threat to a Dreadnought. Turn this thing around. Dreadnought around this here corner. Shouldn't be able to deal with me if I come around the rear. I mean, how far is he away? He must be at the... I can't really tell. Thank you. Let's put power the engines here. Just get around this here corner a little bit faster though. Hello, Mr. Destroyer. But I not where... Oh, hello. Watch this. He's just going to get tore apart. Wrecked! Jump trays have already reloaded. Not a problem. Where'd he go? Another kill. Don't understand what this guy thinks he's going to be able to do to me. Oh, was that another Dreadnought? Oh, yes it is. Oh, that ain't good. We do have a healer, but I'm not really sure that if that's good enough, honestly. Yep, he's going to hit me with his broadside as well, most likely. Keep it up, come on. Shields are going to take all that damage. Oh, that healer's a legend, but nah, I had no chance. The destroyer's going for him. Oh, the Athos destroyer, such a nice ship. Look at it. It's gorgeous. Stuck back in. Keep this battle going. Oh, hello there, fella. How about a jail, huh? You up for that? Oh, no, that ain't good. Hello. Oh, you're screwed, dude. Snipers are way too easy to kill. You can pull me closer if you want. If you want a hug, all you have to do is ask.
We have weapon lock. Ships hold down 50%, Captain. Broadside firing. Broadside cannons recharging.
Bye-bye.
Jets locked and ready to fire.
Alright, that was a bad idea to actually be sticking out with him after my shields were down, his were still up.
Launching flechette.
Oh dear. Oh, I didn't expect him to jump that short a distance.
Arming flechette. Stand by. All weapons are locked on. Broadside guns cleared.
Come on. Ah! Please tell me that our healer's not actually healing the sniper instead of the larger ships. Oh, 2 kills off winning. Awesome. Got the most kills. But of course. So yeah, the thing I don't really like about this thing is once you do close to close quarters, a lot of the time the allies of the enemy ships could just cut you down. And what with having these heavy plasma turrets, they're not really... At range, you can get lucky with some kills, but usually after firing a couple of shots, people will just bug out of the way and retreat to somewhere where you're not able to actually fire at them. I mean, these snipers I've been attacking so far, they've been absolutely idiotic to be just sitting there taking it. Snipers are probably the most vulnerable ships in the game. More so than even corvettes, I think. Just keep this moving.
We've got a lock. Flechettes launched. Firing. Flechettes launched. Broadsides locked. Flechettes. Shield activated.
Let's kill this guy. GG. Have another game. That wasn't a bad game though, that was pretty enjoyable. But I am definitely not the best in this thing, not at all. Came 3rd place and I think I got the most kills. In fact, I'm not sure. Somebody could have beat me in the last couple of kills there. I would never go not too bad amount of XP for 16 to 17. Alright, so this guy didn't get a kill. He must have been supporting then. Yeah. Guy did an awesome job at healing. So let's jump ourselves into another game.
Let's see what kind of jobs we
I would queue up for team elimination, but it takes way too long to actually get a game of team elimination, even though I enjoy it more. It puts a lot more value on your ship. Once you die, you can't respawn as your capital. You have to respawn as a fighter of some description, which I like. I like the idea of that. You're not just completely out of the game, just watching what's going on. As a spectator, you actually get to take part in a small role. I have actually taken down a couple of people in a jet with bombs. Just dropping bombs right above their ship. And then they land on the ship. And then they blow up. And then everyone's happy. Especially me. Here we go. It's a very pretty game. Very, very pretty game. Hero ships, morning star. Okay. So in my team we have Resref, Vorlorn, Nikki Not One, Vengaris. On the enemy team we have Mr. Fuzzer, Satorio, Dark, Commodore Duke. Oh dear, he's in the enemy team this time. Oh dear. And lastly, Burnt Brownies. Oh, burnt brownies would be the most horrible thing ever. Sacrilege burning brownies. Sacrilege, I tell thee. Right, let's try and get this game as a win as well. That would be pretty awesome. Here we go. Once more onto the front of battle. Power to engines. Let's move it here. Little Corvette sitting just over that rise there, over that installation. What's this guy saying? No, we don't need 2 healers. Trust me, we don't. I don't like that broken fucking logic there. Let's exploit the exploit in the game. But it's in the game, so surely it's not an exploit. It's definitely an exploit. You're not getting away, boy. Bye-bye. Oh dear, that was a nuke. Those fuckers fired a nuke at me. How dare you? But that's an Invictus, a lot more lightly armored. Let's jump in. Oh, they've got 2 dread. Have they even got a support? Oh, it's over here somewhere. Come on, power the shields. Yes, there we go. There's that perk. That officer briefing. Yes, there we go. Look at the short cooldown there. Shields down. Yes, that's good. That's awesome. Target is down. Right, where's his target? He is gone. Good stuff. Something's hitting me. Oh, it's you little bastard, you. Such a slow rate of fire. See if I can tractor him again. Come on, tractor, hurry up. Hello. Bet you thought I was gone, huh? Oh shit. Come on, bring him in, bring him in. Bring him in so I can hit him with my sword. My space sword. Yeah, he's dead. At least I think he is. Those missiles should have hit him. Come on. Come on. Seriously? That inaccuracy. That inaccuracy. Well. You're a slippery little shit, I'll give you that. That's only a destroyer, is it? Looks like it is. Agora, which is heavily armored destroyer, but a destroyer nonetheless. Not as heavily armored as this boy. Reload, because it takes ages and I'm better off with a full magazine whenever I do engage the enemy. Engines full thrust. All ahead full. Hello there. Would you like to play a game? I warn you though, I like to play a little rough. Oh dear, there are multiple enemy targets here, yes, as I just heard. You little son of a bitch, I want you to die more than anything. Ah! Knack! It's pretty even here. That was a stupid thing to do. Is that my ally Dreadnought going to jump in as well? That was this. He should have jumped in whenever I jumped in, for fuck's sake. Right, we start off all the way down here. Great. Great. There's a little Corvette over here. I can see him. Accidentally launched flechettes here. That will be the Razor Naga mouse being an annoying arsehole as well. You see him? Aha! You're going Buster, huh? Nowhere anytime today anyway. Back to bed with you, you youngster.
Systems depleted, Captain.
Listen, all these shots, I need to increase my aiming skill, otherwise I'm screwed.
Flechettes locked and ready to fire. Flechettes launched, Captain. We've got a lock. Flechettes launched.
What's that guy doing, seriously?
Broadside cannon.
He sees what I do to his friend, he just flies in front of me anyway.
Clean hit. Target's going down.
Brains, do they exist anymore? I have a hard time believing all these guys have been to school.
Fusion reactor is overheating. Putting energy system offline.
Hang on to something.
Alright, jumping in. This ain't a good idea, is it? No, this ain't a good idea at all.
Jump complete. Jump cooling down.
Where the fuck is he? Hello.
Broadside batteries, fire. Broadside cannons charging up. Launching flechette swarm. Rearming flechette. Stand by. Launching flechette swarm.
Oh, you coward. You scumbag coward, you.
Energy system offline.
I got you anyway. I'm fine with that.
Activated.
Can I get out of here? Is that a thing that's going to happen? Is it? Can I make a valiant escape? No, wait. What the fuck? I guess I can. Whoa, whoa, big fella.
Starting cooldown. System
Ah, took me down. That was a weird ass jump there. Kind of bugged out in the mountain and just teleported me as safe a location as possible. Considering I can only jump within 5,000 meters or something, that was a pretty nice place to jump to. Don't tell me my team has went with two tactical cruisers. Right, there's one. Where's the other guys? You know what? I think they might have 2 corvettes and oh, good, a destroyer. Good. Just letting them know that they have to stick together. It's the best plan. It's the best policy. And of course, nobody listens.
Launch flechette.
Oh, damn it. Oh, hello.
Aye, Captain. Commencing jump.
fusion reactor is overheating. Putting energy system offline. Jump complete. Jump cooling down.
We're locked on, Captain. Incoming, Captain. Broadside
Bye bye. Hello. Oh dear, I got wrecked. Yep, I got wrecked. It's happening a lot this game, but I have got 7 kills. Has nobody even got? Oh dear God, how's our Corvette not even got a kill? How does that even happen? How does that work?
firing.
See, you don't need to have anybody targeted to jump forward. It'll jump in whatever direction you're facing. I learned that the hard way. I was attempting to jump in whatever direction I was facing, but it's not like Fractured Space where you can actually designate a point to jump to. Right, there's something down there healing him. That little bastard there.
Enemy warheads locked on our position.
Shield activated. System drain.
Firing.
Jump complete. Cycling jump.
Flechettes locked and ready to fire. Flechettes launched, Captain.
Heavy damage across multiple systems, Captain.
Thank you. Flechettes have positive.
As long as I get one of them, I'm happy. That tactical cruiser is making our life a misery. on our team don't really seem to be able to do much. I mean, I've got the majority of the kills here. 8 kills. Oh, finally the Corvette got a kill at least. Vingadus isn't doing too badly either. I believe he's in the destroyer. Good job. Yeah, Vingadus is in the destroyer. At least I think he is. What's that guy in a sniper? 4-1, what are you doing in a sniper? So close to, oh, sweet Jesus. Save me from this idiocy. At least get into a spot over there somewhere where you can hit them without being fired at yourself. Oh, I'm going to have to save this guy, aren't I? Well, this is going to be fun.
We have weapon lock.
What did he jump to? You just be careful, you hear me?
System drain. Starting cooldown.
Enemy missiles incoming, Captain. Let's jump.
Shield activated. Systems drain.
Captain, we've got a lock.
It's no good. The system's still cooling down.
Broadside cannons charging. Reloading broadside cannons. Broadside destroyer enemy attack cruiser.
It's that destroyer. I can't get the Gora down, but then again, the Gora is pretty strong. And my teammates... Have I still got a teammate in a Dreadnought? Rezreth, he keeps changing up. Trying to see what works for him, but doesn't look like anything's working for him at the minute. Best sniper EU. Oh well. Team sucked. Didn't listen to a word anybody said. I mean, in this game, it's a hell of a lot more important to stick together than it is in a game like, let's say, Fractured Space. It's a lot more important. If you stick together, you can focus your fire, and you get a unified defensive front, which means gibberish to me. I'm just trying to think of something smart to say. Whenever you focus up, whenever you group up, the enemy tries to focus someone down, but by the time they even damage one of your allies, you have them killed and out of the way. Because it's easier to focus fire when you're clumped up. Even if you're not able to communicate with them, they can still see who you're firing at. And if more people, let's say 2 or 3 people are firing at one target and you're not, then you'll think, oh, they're all doing something, I'm going to do that as well. It's kind of the way humans work in general. I mean, what other reason would, I don't know, an artist like Nicki Minaj have as many followers? Because in school, a little girl will go and go, oh, I like her, she's cool, and then it'll spread. Maybe they don't like her music personally, but I'm starting to go into a little bit of a strange territory here, but yes, kids like what's popular. So if they see something that everyone else in the team's doing that they're not, then they'll obviously do it. Unless they're stupid, which a lot of them are. So anyway, that was, I'm not even on the right ship. Keeps going back to that one. So that is the Morningstar Smay class Dreadnought. It's a very nice ship in close quarters, if you can even get to that point where you can survive. Like you saw there, I was jumping in trying to kill that little tactical cruiser a lot because he was the healer. But the same destroyer kept killing me over and over again. If I had went with my teammates and dipped about because they were all focusing on different targets, we would have got nowhere. So what I recommend is actually playing the game with people in your friends list. Then at least you won't be pulling your hair out in complete anger. So there we go, guys. Anyway, this is a nice Dreadnought for those of us who like to play close quarters combat ships. Not really me. I mean, it's fine, but I'm really more into my long range supports. So yeah, I'll leave it there. Thank you all very much for watching, and of course, like always, we'll see you next time. Bye bye.